So, about that versus mode.
About that versus mode.
Yeah.
10 playable characters. 4 of them are Jehuti. But versus mode is kind of interesting because while
It's my turn.
the mechanics are basically the same, they actually did change how some stuff works for balance reasons.
Huh, okay.
It is not a split screen thing. So, a weird metagame thing is stealing camera focus. Whoever passes to the camera, whoever is currently closest to the camera steals the camera focus. So, you can kind of fuck with people in that way. It's kind of weird.
Oh my goodness, I want to see Zoe 2 for Evo.
Yeah, me too. So below player 1's health bar, is that smaller blue bar, using projectile attacks actually uses up energy, so you can't spam them endlessly.
Good.
So depending on what frame you are playing as, they have other abilities that will also use up that energy. Going into burst mode allows you to recharge it very quickly, however.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So like even just doing a burst attack, you get a little bit of that gauge back. So that's an extra advantage to using burst attacks.
You're no match for me.
Again, the 4 Jehutis have different, slightly different abilities and mechanics. 2.0, stronger but slower projectiles that aren't the dash attacks, but they use up more of your energy.
Okay.
Damaged Jehuti cannot block, cannot do long-range attacks, but it's the only version that has zero shift.
Huh, alright.
So L1, the button usually uses switch sub-weapons. If frames have special abilities, you press that button to use it. So zero shift uses a little bit of your energy gauge to do it. It's actually faster than it is in single player.
Oh, cool.
And you can also use zero shift to ram your opponent into walls and cause them to take extra damage. And then Naked Jehuti is just good. It just
Special abilities is good.
it just does more damage, and its shield blocks almost all attacks. Vic Viper is pretty cool.
Look at that pokey stab.
Yeah. It has every attack that it has in the boss fight. It has the really slow but strong gauntlet. Its special ability is just transforming into the Vic Viper.
Nice.
It is, in this mode, it is the fastest frame in versus mode, and despite them trying to balance it, it's generally agreed upon that Vic Viper is probably the best one. It's just so, like, being in Vic Viper mode does constantly drain your energy, but its attacks are so good.
But it's worth it.
It's so fast. On the flip side, playing as Arjet kind of sucks in my opinion. Some of the frames of this game have a short dash, so you have to rapidly tap it over and over again to like cover any sort of distance.
Oh, okay.
She's kind of slow, a little clunky. Her advantage being that she has lots of attacks that shoot tons of projectiles. And her special ability is the coffin attack, where you are invincible. And if you do manage to land the attack, it does a fair amount of damage and it breaks through shields. It's about
that's the ticket.
It's about 50% damage. Neath is okay, but another frame that has a really short dash.
It's because of those tiny lady feet.
Yeah, certain frames are really hard to fight as Neath. Inherit is kind of difficult because he can close the distance so quickly. Special abilities that move you exploited all the time in boss fights. The ram attack. It's okay.
Well,
it's really easy to dodge.
None of these arenas have any catalysts for you to pick up.
Thank God there's no catalyst in versus mode, man. Inherit is weird to play, but he's neat. Another short dash character. But he can lay mines everywhere. He has a spread shot attack that's pretty good.
What the hell?
That's a weird attack, but like it's actually pretty decent because of its spread. But yeah, you can put down these little...
he knits, I think.
He knits, homing knits. You can put down homing mines. His special ability is a combo decoy plus very slow zero shift. So that's kind of neat.
Yeah.
He's hard to play as, but he's neat. Also, his final attack is always a burst attack, so that's a way to break through shields easily. This versus map, not anywhere in the normal game, it's actually the space colony from the first game.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
I want to visit all my old hangouts.
Yeah.
Like, you know, that church that exploded, and that neighborhood that exploded. That mountain that exploded.
Almon Anubis, also just pretty good. Melee attacks are super fast. He has zero shift. All of his projectile attacks kind of home in a lot, so...
And just a joy to look at.
Yeah, he has all those crazy hexagons, and hexagons are a lot of fun, man. They're the best shape. Normal Anubis, basically the same, not as powerful, and he has the Pac-Man homing attack.
Well, that's the good stuff right there.
Yeah, once you use the Pac-Man homing attack, you're kind of stuck in place for like a solid 3 seconds, but it's hard to dodge and it does a lot of damage. So yeah, versus mode doesn't have a ton of features, but it's pretty fun for a little bit.
Yeah.
It's worth unlocking the other frames. They're all pretty fun to play, and they all do feel like they play very differently. Like, you cannot play any of the frames the same way you would Jehuti. It just does not work.
Did I overestimate you?
So there's no fake Anubis, the wingless fake Anubis?
Unfortunately not. I would love him to be like the Dan of versus mode. But yeah, we picked up all those mission files, which unlock something like 500 missions or something like that to play as.
Oh, my word.
There's a whole bunch of different types.
I don't think we have enough time to do 500 new missions.
Yeah, we'll briefly go over these. So there's, just normal battle stuff. Pretty much all of these are under a time limit. You're trying to beat a best score a certain time. There's normal battle. There's close range only, so you have no long range attacks at all. There is also grab only missions. You can do nothing but block and grab. Here's another detail. Is Naked Jehuti trying to spin an enemy and throw them? Instead, you fucking eat them.
What?
You just
Why
eat
do
them.
you do that? Why
I
do you
don't
eat
know.
them?
Naked Jehuti, when you try to rapidly tap throw to charge up the throw move, you just eat them instead. It's so weird. It's really cool, though. You do not... I thought it was like, oh, you eat them and you, heal yourself? No, you don't heal yourself.
No.
You just fucking chew through a robot. There are missions where you're limited to using only certain sub-weapons. So if you run out of sub-weapon energy, it will spawn an energy refill, but grabbing it gives you a time deduction. So you want to try to do it as efficiently as possible to get the best time.
Narita destroyed.
Probably my favorite type of VR mission. Oh, before that, here's a really weird one. No lock-on mode.
Oh.
They actually altered the enemy's behavior to make these not a complete fucking nightmare. They're much slower. They stand around a lot more. It's really weird. And kind of interesting, too. There is still kind of a soft lock-on, but you do have to aim the cursor to get it.
Right.
But yeah, it's kind of a weird mode. But all these missions are playable and actually are separate missions for all 4 versions of Jehuti.
Oh.
Yeah, so some of them are harder, some of them are easier, depending which frame you're playing as. My favorite mode is just the survival mode, specifically this level, because you can get a really high score just because you can kill enemies so quickly just by knocking them into walls.
Oh, boy. I'm flashing back to the Spider-Man LP.
Oh, God, yeah. Fucking falling off that train over and over, man.
Those lizards.
Those lizards. And yeah, even if you run out of energy, you can just grab dudes and throw them into other dudes, and that...
Destroyed.
My high score on this is like 300 something or something like that. It's the easiest one to get a huge score on.
Nice.
So getting the high score doesn't unlock anything. It's just for bragging rights, really. There's also boss rush.
They are the unlocks.
Yeah. There is also a boss rush mode. This is pretty fun, especially since there's some really cool, sweet speedrun strats. Here's one I found out for Leo. First of all, when he does this, you can just wail on him. He's dumb. It's a little random whether or not this works, but once he goes into close range mode, you kind of want to get him the bottom of the level. Now, if you get him with Geyser, you can just Geyser loop him. Or as I call it, the G loop. I just trademarked it.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. I think my
I
record...
like that Geyser is this, like... It's how you summon him, but it is also his greatest weakness.
Yeah.
Excellent, sir.
My best record, at least on the HD version, is like 46? Yeah, 46 seconds, 68 milliseconds. I think I got it down to like 40 seconds once on the PS2 when I was 14.
Nice.
But there is that secret one we could find in a New Game Plus during Vic Viper's fight that unlocks the Vic Viper section.
Oh boy.
We got the Zoradius game. I received a rescue signal. This is from Planet Zoradius. It is only a single stage, but it's pretty fucking cool. 573 reload. 573 stands for Konami.
Let's play some Zoradius.
Uh-huh. Yeah, it's a really cool, goofy little thing to unlock after you've done like everything else. It's just Gradius.
But it's 3D Gradius.
It's 3D Gradius, yeah.
This is something.
Yeah.
This is a unique something.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, it's I can't remember if it uses the same enemy patterns from opening stages of Gradius. I don't think it does, but I could be wrong. But I mean, all the power-ups are here. On the left there, you have to pick up multiple power-ups to go further down the list, and then you press the triangle button to select which power-up you want. There's multiple speed-ups. There's multiple options. For some reason, though, something a little weird is, in Gradius, you would get those power-ups, and you would just hold one button to fire, and all of them would shoot all the time, all at once.
Right.
In Zoradius...
Like sensible people.
In Zoradius, Ripple, Missile, and Laser are all on separate buttons. So to fire all three, I got my finger on 3 buttons at once. It's a little weird.
Well, that's why the Zoradius series never caught on, isn't it?
Yeah. You kind of have to stay in the bottom when all these little guys, the little mosquito guys are hopping around, because being in the middle will tear through your health real quick. Same with the bombs.
So this is the planet Zoradius, right? That's what the intro is.
Yeah, the
so
planet
sometime
Zoradius.
in the Zone of the Enders timeline, we discover a new planet in the solar system.
Yeah.
And it seems to be bullshit. Like, this is not a planet anybody wants.
Yeah,
This planet is full of bad times.
Maybe... I don't know, the entire level of Planet Zoradius is all subterranean? So who knows, maybe it's nice on the surface, and it's just bad stuff going on underground.
Got a weird infestation.
Yeah, a whole lot of Bahram mechs. Their AI went crazy, and they got a new home in Planet Zoradius's underground tunnels.
Yeah.
It's like the Borg. They're trying to have their own civilization.
Yeah, without Nomen around to
Data's
give them
there for some
orders.
reason.
They're just... Yeah. They're Toy Storying it up, building their own society down here.
Yeah, exactly.
And Leo just doesn't understand.
Oh, Leo, you're ruining the civilization. They have a culture and everything. That blue power-up is just a screen clearer. It only comes up like once or twice in this level. At the bottom of the list, there's that question mark power-up that just gives you a shield. And you can have up to 3 options, which is obviously very helpful.
Yeah. Especially if you like the color blue.
Oh, I love the color blue, man. Maybe Leo does too. Who knows?
Are you blue team in Go? Are you blue?
I have not picked a team in Go yet,
Okay.
actually. I have not visited any gyms. I have only been capturing Pokemon. Also, Moai heads! I would not be Gradius or Konami without some Moai heads. No, I have not picked Team Pokemon Go. I have been walking circles around a pond near me and picking up all the water types. There was a Dratini, but I missed him. But I was getting too tired and it was hot outside. Getting the high score in this level is actually kind of hard. I've only done it once. Did not do it in this run for sure. I don't really know what the strats are for getting really high score, aside from trying to destroy as many Moai heads as possible, because even just landing hits on them without blowing them up just racks up points.
Right.
Like every hit gets you another 100 points or something like that.
So if there are any Gradius Masters, you want to go to the Pro Strats.
Yeah. I mean, Summer Games Done Quick just finished as of this recording, and I'm thinking more and more about doing actual speedruns at some point in my life. This game's a contender. It's short.
This is a thing you say to me twice a year.
I know. I feel like Zone of the Enders might be the best chance for me because it's never been done in a Games Done Quick. If I want to do that,
all I'm thinking about is what game can we try to hijack the naming incentive to make them call him Dingo Egret?
Yeah. Oh man.
Maybe a Final Fantasy so there's a Dingo and an Egret.
Yeah.
So look for that in January.
Team Dingo. Team Egret. But no, it's like the world record I found on this. There's like mistakes in it, and he did not do the Zakat strat. Maybe if that can be a reliable thing, that might save time. I mean, the vector cannon does take a long time to charge up, but who knows? Also, I like that they repurpose a train car as the boss fight.
Oh, that's cute. That's lovely.
Yeah. Generally, when I play this, I don't pick up all the speed-up power-ups, because once you get all 3 of them, you're, really twitchy. I guess it's good for easily avoiding projectiles, but, aiming and stuff is a little difficult. If Ripple didn't cover all the screen, this would be a little harder.
Maybe that's the secret. All Ripple all the time.
Yeah. The one downside I've seen to doing Zone of the Enders 2 run is apparently, the fastest way of moving, I point out, is your boost dashing is the initial part of the dash move is faster than holding it down, so the whole run, this dude's just rapid fire tapping it the whole time. I'm like, oh my god, no. I will get
Sounds
carpal
like
tunnel.
fun.
That sounds horrible.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah.
The little chung. Oh, it's adorable.
That's a really fun, endgame unlockable thing. I love it. So yeah, highest score, 573,690. Haven't beaten it on this copy of the game, at least. But hey, once you beat it, and you exit level, you get another little thing.
Ooh.
Vic Viper wins.
Aww.
It's Selvice! It's the only mention of Selvice in Zone of the Enders 2. It's the only time she appears. I love it.
Oh.
I love it. Another thing.
That's a really cute picture, though.
It is. You can put it in the Konami code when you're paused, just like in the original Gradius, and you will get all the power-ups. Another way...
that's the secret to the high score right there.
Yeah, another way to unlock this level without doing New Game Plus is go into the Vic Viper fight in boss rush mode, pause the game, put in the Konami code, and it also unlocks a Zoradius stage for you.
Uh-huh.
And there's one more thing. This is actually the very first thing you see when you launch the Zone of the Enders HD collection. But I didn't show it because it kind of spoils, all the places you go to in Zone of the Enders 2 specifically.
Mm-hmm.
But when they did the HD collection, they actually made a completely brand new anime intro that covers both games because they were trying to gear up for making Zone of the Enders a franchise.
So this is the one thing they really got right with this.